As you guys might have guessed, I recently got a stabilizer. CISNO is the company that sent this to me. They were nice enough to reach out to me and ask if I wanted to do a hands-on with it, test it out, see how it is. Right now on Amazon, this stabilizer is about $50, which I think is a really good deal. A few months back, my buddy wanted to have a stabilizer, and we looked on the internet and decided we were going to make our own. The parts alone in that stabilizer that we built cost about $30, and the stabilizer wasn't very good. This is way better, especially the mounting mechanism. A do-it-yourself stabilizer, unless you have a head like this already, you're not going to be able to replicate this very well. So I've been playing with this stabilizer for a little while now, and I have a few thoughts. First off, it's not super fancy, but you don't need it to be. This is a very basic stabilizer, and there are plenty of stabilizers like this all over the internet. This one only costs $50, which I think is towards the low end of most stabilizers online. This stabilizer comes with everything you need. It has the head attached, the nice gimbal already mounted, and weights. I took off 2 of the 4 weights and just kept 2 on. Here's some footage of me balancing my camera on the stabilizer, or at least trying to balance it. I'm no pro, and there are way better videos than mine online on how to stabilize, so I'm not even going to attempt to show you in this video. Just on YouTube, search stabilizer balancing or something like that, and you will find plenty of videos that are really good about how to properly balance your stabilizer with your camera on it. When you are balancing your camera, be careful if you have a lens that changes length. For example, the kit lens on the Alpha 6000 series cameras expands when you turn it on. You want to make sure that you balance the camera with the lens at the length that you want it to be when you are filming. So, like the kit lens for the A6000 series cameras, do not try balancing the camera with the lens in its fully retracted position. You'll need to turn on the camera so that the lens extends to its normal position, and then you can balance it. I initially tried this out with my A6500 camera body and my Zeiss 16-70 lens on it. That lens was a little heavy, and so my balancing was always off. The camera always wanted to fall forward because the lens was heavier than the body, and so all the weight was on the front end of the gimbal. I later tried using my Rokinon 12mm lens, which was a lot lighter, even though it isn't much shorter, and it balanced a lot easier. Because I'm right-handed, I tried to set up the head so that one tightener knob is behind the camera and one tightener knob is to the right, where my right hand naturally goes. However, this created a problem when I needed to switch out my SD card or my battery. I realized that the battery door was blocked from opening fully by the knob on the right side. In order for me to take out my battery or my SD card, I actually needed to remove my camera from the stabilizer. So for all of you, when mounting your camera, I recommend mounting with a knob on the back side of the camera and on the left side of the camera, leaving the right side of the camera free so that you can take out the battery and switch it whenever you want. Here's a side-by-side comparison of a handheld shot versus the stabilized shot. There is actually a decent amount of skill required in order to use a stabilizer properly. I'm still fairly novice at it, but even in the short amount of time that I've used it, I can tell that the footage I get when I use the stabilizer is much smoother than the footage I get when I handheld my camera. In all, I think this is a pretty good deal. If you're just getting into videography or you just want something cheap to play around with, this is a great option. For $50, it's not going to break the bank, but it's actually well built and solid materials. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope that it was informative. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Have a great day.